Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
It's 1006.
What, really?
Sensubine!
Thanks, Bunny!
I'll aboard Choo Choo.
Sensubine!
Thanks, Bunny!
You know what day it's Stunt Saga Sunday Sage off 1 party 1 Sage off 1 wow.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
It's 1006.
What, really?
Oh, hello everyone. Hello. I've been talking and my OBS actually muted my mic. Hello, thank you ever so much, everyone. Like, it's gonna sound really active now because I was genuinely surprised when everyone was sending subs and bits. Like, hello. Hey, piggies. Hello, piggies. Hello.
Thanks, Bunny!
So, we had a plan for a bit of a collaboration with regards to tonight.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
We were going to play some Jackbox and have a bit of fun on that. However, we've had a bit of a change of plan because we've had a couple of pull-outs last minute because of illness and everything. So we're going to have a little bit of a podcast with a few of us here.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Thank you for 50 bits, and thank you for the gift subs to Piggies, Jazzy. Oh my. Holy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, yo. So we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a podcast with Eva, Michael, and Smee. We're going to have them here. And they will be in the next tab over. I'm going to just go and say hello to them now. I'm going to drop into their chat. Because they're also now in the...
Thanks, Bunny!
Here's the rest of them.
Eva, 450 bits. Thank you so... Thank you. I don't deserve this. Like, seriously, I've been away for 3 weeks. I've not done anything. Like, oh, you want the Pokemon Master Roll? Remind me at the end of the stream, and I will apply that in the Discord for you, as Brandon. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna drop on into our little chat now, and I'm gonna go over to the podcast. Straight on over. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
All I can hear is my sub alert going off because of you guys.
Thanks, Bunny!
Cheered X1000. You know what day it's Stunt
Oh,
Saga
it's doing the
Sunday
whole
Sage off 1 party
whole
1
thing
Sage
again.
off 1 wow.
It's doing the whole thing for me.
Blub,
Oh my
thing?
god,
What's going on?
Ty! Ty,
Oh, right,
that's why
Ty's
I'm
gone
getting
up
it.
on
Ty!
Oh, yeah.
Holy!
Thanks, Bunny!
Vomigio cheered X50. Let's go lead a butt day.
Guys!
Party 1 Sage off 1 party 1.
Wow!
Yes.
Poggers returned Harley Wing.
Oh my days, Ty! Thank you so much. I need to go through and
Vomigio gifted a tier 1 sub to Illivepiges. They have given 13
I
gift
love
subs
I
in the
love
channel.
Pidgeys. I love the voice for that one. I love Pidgeys.
Vomigio
He loves
gifted a tier 1
Pidgeys, apparently
sub
not
to
Piggies.
Jazz_Nuggy. They have given 14 gift subs in the channel.
Wow! Oh my god!
Thanks, Bunny!
Vomigio cheered X450.
You're glad you did miss the trade. It's a level
Here's the
5,
rest
guys.
of them.
Holy, thank you. I need to welcome everybody in now. Like, honestly, like, you guys have stunned me. Absolutely stunned me. And, like, you three in this chat here are just, like, staying nice and quiet while
Hello,
you're stunning
sorry
me.
I'm late.
Well,
Okay,
we need to embrace the moment, pal.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thanks,
Oh
buddy.
my god.
Pervomigio cheered X500, the last push readout waddle.
Thank you, Irvom. Thank you. Thank you.
No, you.
I'm saying directly to you.
He actually can today.
Thanks, buddy.
Yes, I can actually tell you off here.
Yeah, scold him for.
So I'll go
Wait,
from
run.
it.
Wait.
I'll go
Yeah,
from
bits.
where I was left off. Thank you, Smee, for the resub
Yeah.
for 3 months. Thank you.
No, it wasn't me.
Piggies has redeemed a Blub, so with all the hype train going on, I actually missed that. So, Blub. Thank you, Irvon, for the 50 bits, and then the 450 afterwards. Michael, thank you for a resub. 4 months, ayo. And then the Pigger chat and Jazzy getting the subs from Irvon. Thank you, Irvon, for being generous. And welcome everyone into the Mana team. We are here to the in the cove, embracing the Blub. Can you tell I'm really flustered?
Nah, mate, you're doing wonderfully.
Brandon's gonna attempt to catch the Pokemon. Go on, go for it, Brandon. Go for it. And Ty, thank you for the resub for 5 months. And thank you for the 10 gifted subs as well. So welcome Sovereign, welcome Eskimobile, welcome Snow, welcome Autumn, welcome Catfish the Great, welcome Block, welcome Silnet, welcome Henny, welcome Noz, and welcome Jack Flap and the Flapjacks.
No, that's
That's a wonderful name.
That's an amazing name, I know, yeah. Amazing. So yeah. Ty, are you sure you meant to gift 10 because you lost your lens? Thank you, everyone, for the other 500, and thank you, Brenda, for the 200. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. 103% on a level 5 type train on my return. Thank you. That's insane. Like,
Let's go.
wow. Oh my god! Oh my god! That is actually my actual new resub thing on my new overlays. But it overloads my PC if I try and use it. So Michael's profile picture definitely sets him apart from the other two. Yeah, definitely
I need a
interesting.
professional one.
You definitely need the professional one, Michael. It's definitely interesting. So yes, I am here with Irvon, Michael, and Smee tonight. To have a chat, basically. We're going to have a good old chat. This is a bit impromptu, so I have prepared absolutely nothing. So we're going to do the good old VTuber adage and scuff it and find out. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for level 5 hype train. Like, that's just blown my mind. That I've been away for 3 weeks, and you guys have just poured so much love to me. And no, you. I love you all.
I love you, random person.
I love you. I love you. Blub. So just a little bit of a bit of an introduction, really. Like, we all met through the same means, didn't we? All 4 of us. Sorry, I really can't count today. Jeez.
I am the mathematician.
I'm so flustered I can't actually read. I need to go to Specsavers or something, you know.
No, they come to you now. They come to you.
Oh yeah, I can book them to come to me. Yeah, they'll come to the cove. They'll come to the cove, and you know. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else has noticed it, but they may also have a lot of Blub points. A lot of them. If you haven't had a look. Because I refunded everybody for the subathon thing. So I'm going to do a little bit of news here, because I definitely need to kind of let everyone know this. It's my birthday in a month, in just over a month,
Wait,
or just under a month actually,
birthday.
16th of
Let's
October,
go.
and I will be holding a birthday party on the channel. It's going to be a bit of a micro subathon. Is the nice not coming through? I might need to log into my thing here and make sure it comes through. Got some new sound alerts, by the way. Did it?
Yes, you can take a slice of cake, Brandon, but only one. Only one.
Oh, I think
Yeah, I get it.
my
might be
browser
able to get a
source is
second one. It's
here,
real
isn't it?
sneaky
There.
about it, though.
Yeah.
I haven't got a
You're
browser
gonna be
source
like
for it.
me.
Right. Here we go. We're scuffing it. Forgot to add a thing for the for sound alerts.
Only one.
Only me.
The,
You know.
the second one will be a Pokemon. You have to cash the second slip.
Yeah. Right. Let's replay that one. Nice. There we go. It'll work now. Nice. Yes, nice.
Also, Jazz, you can bring your own ice cream.
Yes, you can bring your own ice cream here.
We have pizza too, but it's mine, so don't touch it or I'll kill you.
Yeah. And in this community, having
That's true.
pineapple on pizza is okay.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, because I like it, and if you don't like it, well, that's your problem. I don't care. Pizza's pizza, it's fine. I ain't gonna judge. I eat pineapple on my pizza, so you know. So yeah, so on the 16th, I will make a formal announcement about it. But for you all here, I will be doing a mini subathon kind of thing as a bit of a birthday party. So there will be some things that I will be doing as a result of subs being given or subs being done. But it's more just to have a lot of fun, a huge amount of fun with everyone. So yeah, that's gonna be it. And again, I will post up and sort everything out when I've got all the graphics through and everything, because our darling friend, our favourite Kitsune VTuber, Kumari, is making the graphic for me. So she's in the middle of doing that at the moment while she's on her hollybobs.
Almost stylish, but
Yeah, she's adorable. So yeah, yeah. So big funds. So we to kind of start off, we all kind of met in the same way, didn't we? We all met in Peach's community, wasn't it? I'm fairly certain. All three of us.
I thought we all met in Vietnam. We were all in the trenches together, man.
We all met in the local Tesco's, you know, having a pint of cider.
I thought you guys found me on the moon.
Yeah, like what was like we were just all swigging White Lightning together, and we were like, yeah, cool, let's all start this going, you know.
And that's how we ended up at Tesco's.
Exactly, to get more White Lightning to
The White Lightning bender, let's go.
Is white
Hey,
lightning still
yo.
a thing that's sold? I don't know. I don't.
I think it
Buy
is,
anything
yeah.
else.
It's like £2 for like
I
3
see.
liters, and it's like there's a good reason why. It just rots you.
But I think
Very
up
good.
here it's not much of a thing, because I know they passed some laws like a few years ago to kind of stop that.
Well, mainly
But it was
because
too
well, mainly because it's considered a soft drink up there, isn't it? So.
Average Tuesday.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
You know, like the kids up in Scotland will have like whiskey for their supper. You know, good old bit of Scotch.
A little bit of Scotch.
It's how they develop the
Water.
accent. It's just because of all
But,
the
you know, we-
whiskey drinking.
Come out born speaking the Queen's English or the King's English, and then the whiskey changes us. It's a dangerous thing.
Yeah, indeed.
Ooh, you had to correct yourself there, didn't you?
Yes, of
Actually,
course. Yeah, because of course in the middle of the hiatus, of course, we lost our darling Queen Elizabeth II, which, whether you love the royal family or not, you kind of have to tip your hat off that she did what she did for 70 odd years and didn't step a day away from what she had set as her duty. So, like, imagine doing the job for 70 years. I mean, like, yeah, sure, she could live off of the land, no problem. She was rich, but the fact that she chose not to sit back and just be rich, she actually got out there and did stuff. She did things with people, with communities and stuff, you know. Sure, she was a bit problematic sometimes, but hey-ho, we can kind of look over that a bit. But it's just something
I doubt I'll make it to 70, let alone work for 70 years, you know?
Indeed, like...
Yeah, that's literally a lifetime.
Yeah, imagine if,
I mean,
like...
she started off when she was 25, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, she
Imagine
started
being queen
off...
of a country at 25.
Yeah, and then being the son of a queen at 73 and just about getting your first job.
Finally, you know.
Me, when are you going to go? I wish to have your job.
Yeah. Living the whole 20 years of experience, but going into the first job.
Yeah, he's had something. He's had something like about 50 years of experience of being a prince, so now he's finally got his promotion.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
it just
gonna be
shows
king.
if you work hard enough at something, eventually you'll succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The only
true.
thing is, the only thing is with King Charles is you just should never ever hand him a pen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see? I think he just really struggles with writing in general. I think because I think he's got like rheumatoid arthritis. I think that's what he's got. Hey, Biggie's just found one of my alerts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Charles will make it to 100.
Yeah, it's like.
He'll get elected to himself.
Hey yo, welcome to humanity, Mr. Jest. Hello, welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
in.
Come enjoy this day, and here are your free blubs. Blub, 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 blub. There you are. So, yeah, like, the thing is that I think, like, I think he does have this like rheumatoid arthritis or something because like he struggles to hold on to the pen and like when something's in his way and stuff, he's just like, oh no, this bloody pen, you know, that kind of thing. It's just like I think he just struggles to write because when I see him, like when I saw him doing like the signings of like he has to sign his vow to duty and the covenant and everything, he has to do that and like he was writing with his entire arm, not his hand. If you get me, like his whole arm was moving when he was writing, rather than his wrist. So I think he's got real problems with his wrist and everything.
I don't
So,
know why
like-
they didn't just pass it down to someone a little younger.
Well, the
I
thing
don't know.
is,
I'm not huge in the royal family.
the
Yeah,
thing is with it is technically Charles can abdicate if he wants William to become king. Because last time there was
No, he's been waiting too long for this, man.
well,
he
well,
just,
no,
he just wants
it's-
the coronation of many love.
Oh yeah. The thing is that technically, if he wants William to be king, he can't do that. He would have to pop his clogs before William would become king, because if he doesn't, his brother becomes king. If he abdicates, his brother will become king.
Yeah.
Who is the oldest brother?
Oh no,
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly, Prince Andrew.
Charles, please stay on. Please stay on.
The reason
It'll be a
being,
right laugh. It'll be
the
a right
reason
laugh.
being is that even though it's male preferred primogeniture, if a monarch abdicates the throne, it actually takes the children and the grandchildren also out of a line of succession. It hasn't been changed to allow that to go to William. So if Charlie abdicated, it would be Andrew, and then it would pass down to their children. So you'd end up with two queens potentially after Andrew.
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
you'd
'Cause he
have,
has
of course,
daughters,
Beatrice and
didn't he?
Eugenie. Yeah. So
Mhm.
if Charles abdicated, unless he put in a rule that then explicitly named William as the heir, and put in a reform that allowed the heir to take over no matter what happened, then that's the only way that he's going to be able to do that. Like, otherwise you're going to end up with William being taken out of the line of succession and Harry being taken out of the line of succession and the man who doesn't sweat becoming king.
So, like,
Throw that line out.
did you read up about all this stuff like in the last week, or is this something you've known all along?
It's
'Cause I feel
stuff
like
that
the
I've
fate
known
it
for a
right now.
long time. It's stuff I've known for a while. Um,
And look at all the Americans now learning about royal monarchy history right now.
yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know what do monarchs do in this country right now?
So they're
'Cause I know
technically
they
the
don't
head
do
of state.
nothing.
They're the head of state, and they have unofficial ceremonial effects on the country as well. So the royal family may not have any meaningful political power, but they still have influential power. Not in politics, though, but in other areas. For instance, the Queen was a patron for over 600 charities. All 600 of those charities had a royal seal or a line where they could go, "We are endorsed by the Queen," which stands them out even further to people who are looking for a good cause to support. Because naturally, if a queen supports it, that people are going to want to support it more. I.e., if a royal is a patron, people see the monarchy as a beacon of morality. I know, just as funny as it sounds, I know. But yeah, it's Brandon. We need to talk. We really need to talk here. We really need to talk.
What do you do?
Oh,
What do you do?
he's missed a Pokemon, I guess.
Brandon.
He re- this
Come
man
on,
has taken
Brandon.
so many L's.
He takes so many L's here.
Brandon's like anti-Ash. He's like, he doesn't want to catch them all.
Well, no, Brandon is Ash in league form, but with his catching. Just can't seem to win it.
So, like, do you have some kind of bot in place that makes poor Brandon just catch things more frequently? Or what?
Don't tell him. He might think that I'm rigging it.
It's just bad luck, innit, pal?
It's
Just
not
bad
a
luck.
Saga stream unless I miss
Definitely
every
nothing behind
Pokemon.
the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Totally nothing shifty going on here at all. Nothing happening here. Nothing. But yeah, so like that's kind of like one of the things that the royal family do is that they technically work as ambassadors. So where a lot of countries will have like diplomatic ambassadors, i.e., we have diplomatic ambassadors that work in the embassies all over the world. However, as head of state, the Queen and the working royals, so like William, not Harry anymore, Andrew will be returning back as a working royal, Edward, Beatrice Eugenie, and a couple of the others, all will be working royals, and they go out and they go and visit countries on state visits where possibly the actual head of governance may not be able to. So, for instance, if Liz Truss, our Prime Minister, was due to be in two places at the same time, i.e. doing a trade deal with one thing but doing a cultural visit to somewhere else, the royals will take up the cultural visit and now go and do that instead, because that's where they specialise. They're there to absorb the culture and meet everyone and kind of, it's a presence to represent the United Kingdom, and they do that job very well. So that's kind of their main role in the family, and the amount that they bring back in like tourism and potentially even helping the UK with like deals and stuff is vastly more than is actually spent out on them for their maintenance. So like, yeah, it's kind of beneficial having it, but I can also see why people don't like them. So that's again not going to delve down that road, but that's kind of just what I know of the Royals, basically. To answer your question, the very long-winded answer to your question there.
Right now, like, no,
Oh no,
I
I
haven't
feel like
regret.
I feel like I'm back in university where I put so much focus on the act of paying attention that I wasn't actually paying attention with what was being said. If that makes any sense.
That's me. That's me. He was enjoying his pizza too much.
Yeah, enjoying your pizza. I didn't have pizza for dinner. I had a burger, a nice, lovely burger. Yes, a lovely burger. Indeed, yes. So yeah, so we all kind of met through Peaches, really, didn't we? So like, I think I met.
It's been over a year.
It's been 11 months that It's been 11 months almost to the day since I met everyone in that server. Since I joined as a patron. I joined
I thought you were like the super duper OG.
No. Micah was the OG. That is Micah. Micah was the super duper OG there.
I'm still there for like a year before Stark joined.
Yeah, and Micah is even more of an OG because you were there in the very first Peaches server, and I think you were following her on Reddit before, weren't you? You were there with her in the Reddit days or something.
Ago, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like to the point where it's now history.
I joined on the 14th of October 2021, 2 days before my birthday, and there was a games night being hosted that night actually that I joined in on, and it kind of just felt like a bit of a birthday party as everyone had found out, oh, it's your birthday, let's just all celebrate. And I was just like, wow, I've just met these people and immediately they're celebrating my birthday. This must be an amazing place to be. Turns out it was a fantastic place to be because it was a very lovely place to join, and again, it's a lovely place to be. Everyone's so nice to each other in there, and it was a big influence as to me deciding to go and do this as well, to stream. Because again, I saw people in the self promo like Michael doing his little streams here and there. And then seeing a couple of others, like Mister in his little Discord, Modern Warfare things on Rust, where we were getting him to trash talk.
Hell yeah!
Which was a lot of fun as well.
Makes me want to go back and play Modern Warfare 2 for Bella. Did you guys back the original Modern Warfare 2? Did you ever play a game custom game? Well, there was no like actual game mode for it, but it was called Mike Myers.
Yes, I remember that so much.
Running around with knives.
I did it in Modern Warfare 3 as well, which is amazing as well.
Yeah, same Modern Warfare 3 as well, yeah.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3, I had that, and like, it was what was it? In Modern Warfare 3, I used to cheat a lot because I used to have a riot shield on my on my back, so they'd find me, but then they couldn't kill me. Hey, Ferrari! We have a Giga Chad in chat. Hello.
Ferrari chat.
Ferrari is here. Can we get a shout out for Ferrari?
Hello, son.
Because he is the absolute Giga Chad. He has recently returned to streaming as well, and like. And my bot hasn't worked. Brilliant.
I think we must have did it at the same time.
Yeah.
Let me try again.
Let me try it.
Stream Elements has been very stinky with shadows like the past month.
This is Nightbot though. Let's have a look at Nightbot. Because my Nightbot's been stinky as well. We've all tried to shout out. Look at how many people are trying to shout out Ferrari here. All of those like.
Make it work.
My custom one.
Just click on the name and follow. Sorted.
There you
are. Yeah, so I think my Nightbot isn't working.
Tell you what, I'll just drop his link. One sec.
Yeah, my Nightbot and my timers aren't working, so the collab things aren't working either. So I think Nightbot's broke. Brilliant. There you go. Go check out the Giga Chad there. Go follow him. He's actually got a follow goal for 200, and I think he's got to eat a very, very hot chili. So yeah,
Oh, let's go.
Well, no, I can't do spicy
Because-
food to any degree. man.
because he's a
Not
flesh
really.
tuber, he can't do like a model review or anything like that, you know. Which, that being said, if I get to 300 as well, 300 followers, I'm at 280 right now. At 300, I will be revealing my 2D model as well. I'll do a
Oh.
reveal, but I won't be
love
debuting it until I get a beefy PC, basically. Because I can't run
Oh.
VTube Studio and this at the same time on this current PC. I've already tried, and it blows it all up, basically. So.
Man, I
So,
wish I
yeah.
had a gaming PC.
Me too. Me too.
Hey, you like got PCs?
I mean, I'm just streaming off of an Ultrabook laptop right now. Like, literally, it's just the
Let's
CPU
go,
being
laptop
strong, you know.
Laptop now for you.
But yeah, like I will be moving hopefully soon. I got some viewings actually happening on Thursday, and they're looking pretty good actually for those ones. Good for my budget and good for stuff like that. So maybe by the end of the year, I'll be settled into a new place,
Oh, let's
Hey.
go.
Nice one.
and
I'll
then I'll
start
be
a coffee
investing in getting everything in. So like all my furniture and bits and pieces like that. So I'll probably end up with a phone suggestion session or something like that. Just so you guys can have a part in my new home. So then there's a bit of everyone everywhere basically, but also I'll also be investing in in the gaming PC then to get the better streams out. Like yo.
Yeah.
So yeah, so exciting stuff happening soon. Yeah. So yeah, it's been 11 months since I met everyone really. Since I think because Ervom, you were there before I was, wasn't you? So
Yeah, I think I was it May 2021, I think?
so you were there for a
Roughly.
few months before me, and Smee, I think you were there just before me as well.
Yeah, mine was around the beginning of August.
Yeah, so you had
Of
been
last year.
relatively new there when I joined, and kind of like we all kind of like gelled really, really well, didn't we? So, well, obviously, because you know you're all here.
I know if we didn't, we wouldn't be here.
two of you are my
guys
mods,
actually
you
suck. I'm
know.
just doing this to torture myself.
And I just promoted Ervan and Michael to my mods because why the hell not? You know, just for the memes. Because
Just
Michael's
for the
mod for
mods, you know.
everybody, and so is Ervan. You know. I bet you right now, Michael's got mine and Strawberry's and Vampy's streams all open, you know, because he's mod for everybody.
No, I can't do that right now. All my focus is on you, my boy.
Hey yo,
As far as you know, anyway.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
press, yeah, hey yo, press X to dance.
No, my Wi-Fi's bugging anyway. So I can't do that.
Wait, is like this crazy wake up? Crazy wake up, crazy wake up.
So is there a way to have the stream going and to have voice chat up right now? Because it's always on a delay, isn't it?
It's on a delay, yeah. So you won't hear
Yeah.
what I'm telling you on stream until about 5 seconds after I've already said it, depending on your internet
Right.
connection. It's about 5-10 seconds, something like that. Depends on whether you're
So I
live
feel like
or
keep, like, you know.
yeah. It's best.
Well, I'd rather
It's
not.
best if you.
I don't want to hear my voice anyway, so I'll just.
Well, it's
the
best if you
stream.
just mute. If you've got me up on the computer, just mute the browser tab rather than the actual video, because if you if you
Because it helps with your stats and whatnot.
well, more down to Twitch doesn't count it as a viewer if you've got the actual video or the stream itself muted, whereas if you've got the tab muted, it can't tell. It's just really weird. So
Or what you can do is just
Bunch
have
of
it.
stinky
it's
bunnies.
just making sure that like
on the-
when
on the
while you're
lowest
watching,
volume.
that it's actually making sure that
Actually,
you're
yeah,
watching.
No, that might work.
What's that?
Let's give that a try. Let's just put it on a really low roll.
Yeah. Like
Ooh, wow.
But yeah, so yes, Brandon is finding some of my new sound alerts as well. So I actually uploaded about 4 or 5 new ones and made them free, so you guys can have a little bit of fun with them. So you know, I've got, of course, there's the nut button. Smee, why are you doing this? You're already in here with me.
Yeah, but now you need to focus entirely upon me for about a minute. Oh, come on.
Oh wait, actually.
Okay, here we go.
Do it.
Right, Smee, listen here.
Yes.
You
Listen.
are one of the best friends that I.
Oh, don't stop! Don't stop. What you're saying. I'm going to think that you're disingenuous, man.
No. Oh, nut button.
It's the nut button.
Literally, just as I went, listen here, I just heard nut. Okay. Right, listen here. You are my best friend within the streams, within the channel. You are one of my best of friendo, you know. And your streams are absolutely amazing. Like, you reached affiliate really early. Really early. Like, even quicker than I did, I think. And you're absolutely rocking it. Absolutely rocking it, bud. Like, yeah. Blub.
Thank you very much. Blub yourself, pal. Sorry that I'm not more involved in Discord and all that. I just don't use Discord that much. Cool.
It's cool.
On anything.
Oh,
on any
no.
channel.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Brandon.
I love that sound alert too much.
Actually, one of the best sounds ever made.
Brandon. We need to have a talk.
Oh my god, he still can't catch him.
We need to talk about your spending habits on your Pokeballs. Because catching a Kadabra with a normal Pokeball was always going to end in tears. You know, only I can catch a legendary Pokemon with a Pokeball as a flute. That actually happened.
The poor lad would probably fail if he used a Master Ball too.
Wow, we are
just
being
start saying missed
savage
throw.
here. We are being savage. that if Brandon
Oh my god,
throws
Jazz
him,
missed it.
no, Jazz threw a Pokeball and caught it.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, wait, I just realised that I missed a Kadabra. Dang it. Oh well. Alert me when there's another Eevee, damn it.
Something anyway.
But yeah, of course, in the entire time that I've had this year, which is about 6 months now, there's only been one shiny caught in the chat. And it was me. I caught it. I caught it in my own
What
channel.
shiny was it?
It was a Survivor.
Yeah, that sounds pretty sus.
It was a Survivor. Rigged.
A streamer catching a shiny in their own channel.
Streamer
Nah.
luck. Streamer luck.
That's not organic stuff right there, man.
To be fair, I've got 2 shinies because I caught one in Hazel's chat as well. Because she's got it too.
The Pokemon carry on to other streams then.
Yeah,
'Cause I've barely
it's
dabbled
literally
into
just
it, so-
it's the extension is here. You can play it in my chat, and then when other people who have the extension as well are playing it too, you can continue playing. So, for instance, Ferrari has it in his chat, so I can play the same game with my own Pokemon and my own Pokeballs in his chat. So yeah, that's how the extension works. It's like, it's just like a separate game, but comes into an extension on here. So yeah, it's one of a few things that I found.
I think all my Pokemon are like level 5 or something. All I know
no,
is that
it'll
I
be
started
random
with
levels.
Nashua, and I definitely have an Eevee.
They'll all be
forget what
random
else I have.
levels. So I'm looking at mine at the moment, and like they'll all be in random levels. So like, I've got a level 4 Alakazam, by the way, a level 4.
Oh wow.
My Survivor's a level 5, my shiny one. But I've got like a level 15 Gabite, but I've got a level 10 Garchomp. It's like, really? I have the evolved
Yeah, no, I
form
don't have
in a
that much.
lower level.
I have a level 4 Gabite and a level 3 Magnezone
Yeah.
and a level 1
It's-
Larion. Oh, and I have a
it's-
Ralts too. Cool stuff.
Yeah, it's,
Can you
it's
evolve them?
like... I think you can, but it's with an item, I think it is.
Ah.
No, a Ralts
Possibly.
levels up to Curly at like level 20 or something.
Yeah, I think it's... there's
Unless
something...
it works differently on streams.
Yeah, I think it works a bit more like like Pokemon Go does on here. Sheesh! Because I think the levels are random and like everything there, yeah. Sheesh!
I had that.
It's either sheesh or ah.
There are two kinds of people in this world.
Yeah, and
I know.
both of them are in my chat. Oh my god. Da, 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 da. We are number one.
There's 4 of them in there, aren't there? So that actually works out.
Yeah, there is. There's 4 of them. I absolutely love the remixes though. Like, we are number one, but it's those are so good. They are so funny. I think my favorite one is it's the we are number one, but it's L'amour toujours. I know I butchered that. Sorry, Ty. But by Gigi Agostino, and it's literally the song L'amour toujours, with then the saxophone of We Are Number One over it, and then like singing, "Look at this net, look at this net." No, don't touch that. What are you doing? We are number one, to the tune of it. Well, bang, okay. Thank you, Smee.
Or to the chip as soon as possible.
Well, bang, okay. Yeah, I changed around a few of them to open up more of my more of the free ones and more of the ones that people will probably want to use. So like, yeah, I got
that classic quote's worth 100 bits.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I kept that one.
Yeah.
Like I put.
Although if you had a goose honk, I'd be so happy.
I mean, I got the nut. I've got the nut button. I've got oh yeah. I've got hey yay 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 yay. Yeah.
we got Quack. What else I got?
I got Chrissy Wake Up because I've got so addicted to that from Hell. Honestly, like hell having it there. Oh, here we go. Desert you. And I've also got the Rickroll. So yes, it's free to Rickroll me. We're number one, and then for like bits I've got Bustin', We'll Bang Okay, got the Barking Dog Man. They came banding over.
Oh lord, that is an old one.
It is like 10.
Is that Barking Dog Man? Is that like a sketch or was that an actual?
That's
thing
actually
that
on the
happened
news. That was a
Australia
segment on the news on Australia, yeah. And they actually revisited him about 10 years after. Recipe! What's going on? Can you tell I sung that way too many times?
Hell yeah.
So yeah, and then I've got like the Mass Effect elevator, and then some copy pastas and stuff, and then yeah, I might add more, but yeah, I've just kept it to 1 page worth at the moment because like more than 1 page, and I think like the second page ones no one was actually using, so yeah.
Speaking of Mass Effect, I need to try and start up that game again because I got the Legendary Edition. But
Yes.
I got it on the PlayStation 4 first.
Yeah. Of
Well,
course,
I
it's
got
on
PlayStation
Game
5 this
Pass.
year, and I tried to transfer all the data over, but it didn't work.
So
Which
it's
means I
on
had to
Game
start it
Pass
again
on
from
Xbox
scratch.
if you've got Xbox as well. If you've got the Game Pass, it's on Game Pass Ultimate.
Oh, okay.
It's
Alright.
because
Well,
it's an
damn,
EA
I
Play
wasted
game,
a bunch
so
of money then. I should have just got it on Xbox.
you should have just asked me first, you know. No. Besides, it is more optimized for Xbox anyway, especially the first game. Like
Yeah,
because
its age definitely shows because the gameplay in the first one feels a bit janky. Not that it's
it
bad.
is still a bit janky, but like the graphics on the first one now after the on the new edition, it's so much different to the old one. Like it's so different. But like I've been a Mass Effect player for God, I'm going to show my age here now. I first started playing it in 2011 when the multiplayer demo for Mass Effect 3 came out, and I liked it quite a lot. And I was like, oh, I'll see what they're like when it comes out. So when Mass Effect 3 came out, I got 1, 2, and 3 in a bundle together. They were selling all 3 as like a special compilation bundle in game to launch it. So I got all 3 of them, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just see what it's like." I won't let myself get absorbed. 5 weeks later, and I'm 5 weeks of just constant playing it later, and it was like, it's like I got completely absorbed into it to the point where I just fully immersed myself into the world of it. Like, it was just one of those games that, like, because the world building was so good with it, like it could literally take over you. It's up there with, say, like Lord of the Rings and like Harry Potter.
It's sexy Star Wars
stuff. Kind of, but more down to its actual science fiction. Like,
yeah, and it's like based around an actual galaxy that exists. The Milky Way.
Not just that, it's actual science fiction. So it's funny that you bring up Star Wars, because with Star Wars, it's more of a space opera than anything. Like, it's just a complete space fantasy. Like turbo lasers and lightsabers and the Force and things like that. It's kind of like
it was real for me, damn it.
It's the thing is though, it's literally you take the general like the general feel and basis of Star Wars, i.e. like with the Force and things like that, put a medieval vibe to that, and you have yourself like a Lord of the Rings clone or something like that, like some magical power is bonding the universe and things like that. Whereas Mass Effect, everything can be kind of explained in either scientific theory that hasn't yet been proven or actual science. Like, for instance, the main weapons that they're using, like the guns that they use, are actually rail guns. They're Gauss rail guns. Like, they're actually mass accelerators that fire a particle, which we can actually do now, although it takes a lot of energy to do, and we haven't got a reliable supply of that. But it's a it's a technology that technically we can do now, which is using
Hold on, I'll let you finish.
It's like it's basically using magnets to fire a projectile at a very, very, very high velocity. And like things like biotics, for instance, this is kind of where it starts airing a little bit.
That's what I was about to ask, because Vasari, they have it naturally, don't they? And like humans
so
that can get implants to let them use it.
Yeah, the idea of biotics and usage of like manipulating things with biotics is dark energy. So there's not a lot known about dark energy and dark matter, although dark matter surrounds more of us than actual matter. So the idea is that some property of dark matter can be manipulated to do the things that you can, and it's an actual theory. Like CERN are trying to prove a theory around dark matter as we speak, because that could also help with nuclear fusion in some way. Like if dark matter is a catalyst for fusion, that'd explain why stars are able to be stable with air fusion, whereas we can only sustain a nuclear fusion reaction for about 30 seconds tops. So like.
So what you're saying is that, like, in the future, I might actually be able to fire a singularity out my hand.
Probably not, unfortunately. Element Zero is kind of like what they explain it with, or ESO. Is that there's a so ESO, they call it Element Zero, which is zero on basically Element Zero in the periodic table is known as neutronium. It's actually called neutronium, and it's got no protons, and it's just a neutron surrounded by an electron. and it's very unstable. Very unstable. So it tries to fuse. It basically, because it's a negative charge, it won't stay long enough unless it's bound by a massive force, like a neutron star, for instance, or a black hole. Because if it hasn't been pressurized, it will just turn into a hydrogen atom or a hydrogen isotope. So yeah, it's that's what ESO is. But what they explain ESO as is potentially another element that's in the periodic table that we don't know about yet, but potentially could exist. You know, so.
Sorry, that was a shuckle in chat. I need to catch it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I was answering Ty's questions, so.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's kind of where that all comes in, because ESO, of course, is what they use to manipulate space, time, and stuff. I don't think the Mass Effect drive, like what they use with ESO and stuff, will be possible in our reality. But the thing like that Star Trek uses might be more feasible. My favorite element is you. Oh, piggies.
Aww.
My favorite element is the element of surprise. Ah.
That's my boy Piggy. Let's go.
But like in Star Trek, they have this warp drive, don't they? I will get to your history fact in a minute, Ty. And it's like the warp drive is actually something that creates a warp bubble in space-time and warps space-time around the vessel. And by warping space-time, while the ship is only moving a set amount of speed, the space-time around it is moving faster. If you get me.
Yeah.
And that is actually a proven theory as by NASA with something called the Alcubierre drive. Oh no, Brandon. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh no. I just saw it. Oh no. Oh no.
Are you sure you haven't like done anything?
I haven't actually done anything at all. Like I've not touched it at all.
Brandon, have you probably maybe done something? Do you get like debuffs in that Pokemon thing? Like your trainer catches Pokemon 100% less frequently.
Hell yeah,
like,
Can't
you like personally like attack the person who created the entire game?
He's gonna go and raid Game Freak in a minute. He hasn't caught a single Pokemon in like
who
3
was
streams
that
now.
Pokemon thing made by anyway? Like, does Nintendo like it? Because usually they hate stuff like that if they have no involvement.
What, the Pokemon thing here?
Yeah, the Pokemon streams.
I don't know,
Pokemon
to be
stream
fair.
stuff.
I don't really know.
Oh, okay. Anyway, history
you've
fact.
also got... Yes, the history fact. Thank you for prompting me. So let me remember back something. Okay, bit on theme here. Guys, this is chaos. So on the royal theme that we were at, we're going to talk about royal houses. Talk about royal houses. Not.
Oh, dear. No, I guess Ferrari likes royal houses then. Good on him.
Wow, yeah, he seems to like that.
Very excited about it.
So an unprecedented event happened very recently with King Charles ascending to the throne, or when he will ascend to the throne in this coronation. He will be doing something that no other royal family has ever done up to this point, ever. That's all the way back to. He's gonna do it on TikTok.
He ain't gonna do it.
He ain't gonna do it.
He's gonna do it on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Camilla, what is this TikTok? Is it something that I can market my biscuits? Oh yeah. So Charles will be he will be taking on the name of Windsor, like his mother.
Oh, okay.
That is
Yeah,
unprecedented.
that's something that I'm aware about.
Indeed, because what traditionally happens in royal houses is that if there's no male heir, it passes to the female, who then becomes queen, but it's the last in that house. Okay, so for instance, the House of Saxe-Coburg is what Saxe-Coburg and Gotha is what the House of Windsor is based out of. It's the same house. And the house before that was the House of Hanover. But of course, you had Queen Anne, who was the last of the House of Hanover, which then the next monarch after Queen Anne was George the Fourth, who was from the last member of Hanover was Victoria, Queen Victoria, and then the next heir took the name, the house name of her husband, Albert, who was from the House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. So then you had Edward the Seventh, George the Fifth, Edward the Eighth, George the Sixth, all of whom were, or George the Sixth wasn't, but all the others were House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. George the Sixth picked up the title of Windsor to anglicize the name of the royal family, so there wasn't any anti-German sentiment. Okay, which is why the Queen is of Windsor. She took her dad's name, and also King George VI could do so because he was the brother of a king that abdicated. So F you, that's why. So yeah, so he got to choose anyway. He was able to do it. So you had you then have Charles now is going to be taking on Windsor when he should technically be a member of the House of Mountbatten, because that's his dad's surname, Philip Mountbatten. But Charles is Mountbatten Windsor, so he will retain the name of Windsor, and it's because in her dying wishes, the Queen wished that the House of Windsor to continue on after her death, which traditionally, as the Queen, she would have been the last in that line on that house before it passed over to the House of Mountbatten. So yeah, so a little bit of house history. Saga, are you a history teacher? I mean, I do have a degree in history itself, so that might help.
All the knowledge.
And it's yeah, I study it here and there as well when I'm kind of just completely trying to escape everything. So when I'm trying to get away from being on Twitter, in the Discords and everything, because I do need a break sometimes from it all, because there's so much work to do in the behind the scenes to do all of this, and sometimes when I just need to take a break and I don't want to game or anything, because sometimes if I'm gaming, I'm like, I should really be streaming this. This could be content. This could be content. This could be content, and I'm like, why am I doing this? So when I just want to get away from doing all that, I then go and look up some history and read it up and do a little bit of studying. So yeah, it's a bit of an escape for me. And this is a bit of an admission as well, and that is I do listen to Strawberry's audios when I do that too.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, I found that if I'm trying to be really comf and chill while I'm studying, her content has been absolutely fantastic for it. If I want to just be comfy in general, I know that Peach's content as well is very good, and Varys is surprisingly comfy, given that she specializes in being neutral. But yeah. so it's comfy. But yeah, so of course when we all met in Peach server, we all then also kind of like just decided to start following each other around, didn't we? In other people's streams. And it's kind of become a bit of a meme that the creators have all kind of picked out now, isn't it? Especially now with like Beaker in the mix as well. Because like I will jump in to say like Hills' streams in the evenings, for instance, and find Irvom and Beaker there. And of course, you two say hello to me. Hey, Saga, hello. You know, really enthusiastically and everything. Hills sees it and goes, "Oh, hello, Saga, welcome back." And she's like, "Oh, I love it when everyone recognizes each other." It's like we all know each other from way before we even met you. But it's I think like the fact that like people, it's the way this really works really really well though. Is like if viewers really enjoy a channel, they will then recommend it to their friends and then bring their friends in. And I think that's kind of what Peach's kind of community, as well as Strawberry's community, has also allowed quite heavily, is everyone's able to integrate in with each other. So if there's like creators within that community, they're all kind of like, well, we're all talking to each other. Look at us, like three or four of us, 3 of the 4 here are creators. You know, so like, of course, there's myself, Smee, and Michael all do streams at the same time. And again, I will shout all of you out.
I promise I'll be back. I'll be back. I promise.
Yeah, you're in a hiatus, but that's because your life's in the way at the moment. Things are in the way, which is fair enough. Ari's in chat. Quick, everyone call her a cutie. She's a very, very cute girl.
Welcome in.
She's super cute. She has her own special role in the Discord as well, you know. If I pop that in there, is Nightbot gonna work? No, it's not. Nightbot is dead.
R.I.P. Nightbot.
R.I.P. Nightbot, yeah. So I can't actually pop my... Yeah, Nightbot is pretty dead, unfortunately. I think it's dead. So I can't even put my links up or anything like that. But again, my Discord, if you do want to join it, and the lovely community that's within it, again, the link is on my profile here. I would put it in chat, but of course I can't because Nightbot isn't working. Oh, yikes. I need a custom bot at some point. Yes, we miss you so much, Ari. We miss you so much. Like, I know that, like, you aren't able to be here all the time, so, yeah. We miss you lots. So yeah, like, we all kind of follow each other around, don't we? And I think we've all, like, found the creators that we all kind of mix with and everything, and it almost becomes a bit of a chat meme, isn't it, when all of us are all together?
When the stars align, bro.
Yeah.
Ty!
They bumped into friends you haven't seen in a while, and it's like, finally, back with them.
Thank you, Ty, for gifting a sub to Ari. Hey, yo. Welcome back to humanity. Blub, 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 blub. So yeah, like whenever we all find each other in the chat, it's kind of like that Spider-Man meme, isn't it? We're all pointing fingers at each other. Hey, we've seen you somewhere before. What's even funnier is like if I've spent like say some of my days off, for instance, I'll like jump into like Hell's chat because Hell will go online for like most of the day today, most of the day, and then like I will watch her almost all the way through unless I'm working, which then I'll try and like jump in and out here and there, and then of course everyone's kind of seen me there. And then I jump into someone else's stream, like say Hills' stream later at night, and about a third of the people that I'd just been talking to in Hell's stream are there. Or I could go into Kyoko's stream or Krotor's stream, and like they're all there. And we're all doing this like this Spider-Man meme of like, hey, hang on a second, I saw you somewhere else. Didn't I see you somewhere? So yeah,
The thing
I-
I find was funny as well is like when like two people are streaming at the same time, like having two different conversations and two different streams with the same person.
I think that happened here once. I think like you were talking to Brandon while myself and I think it was Kimu. I think it was streaming, or was it Autumn? We're at the same time, and you were having part of a conversation in my chat, and then the other part of a conversation in hers.
Yeah.
And I was very lost. I was like, "Wait, what?"
It's like it's half a conversation.
Sounds like a nightmare if you're a mod for both of the people at the same time. Then.
Yeah, I think
How do you do it?
Through sheer will and
Well,
dedication.
that's your problem, Brandon. That's why you're not catching. Oh man, we are bullying him way too hard today. So much bully. This is gonna be it. Come on. What is it in chat? A Magmortar. Oh boy, F's in the chat.
already counting out right now.
It's a fully evolved Pokemon, so it's gonna have a very low catch rate. Yo, bully Brandon. No, just a meme. It's just a bit of a meme.
But yes.
Like
no,
yes.
but yeah,
Yeah,
but nah.
yes, yes, no, you know.
No, yes. It's the Vicar of Dibley scene, isn't it? Like, you just go,
Yeah.
no, yes.
I think that just shows our age when we know that.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just a classic, isn't it?
It is. It's
Yeah.
classic.
A British classic.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, if an
I don't know
American
about the Vicar of
looked
Dibley.
at the Vicar of Dibley and just saw a TV show that's based off of a female vicar.
He's won it!
He did it! Hey,
Let's go!
Ayo!
See?
I wish I had a soundboard because I'll just go MLG on that. Someone get the nut in there. Oh, Stream Elements has lost the Stream Elements has lost its sub. No. Nut.
Wow.
I mean, we just bully Ari for being cute, you know, because she is adorable. She's heckin' adorable. And that is certified because, you know, it is an actual rule in the Discord. Yeah, I've just been rickrolled again.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, this one's a freebie for Ari. Ari, you're adorable. Do you know that? You're heckin' adorable. You're such a cutie. Blub blub.
Save up enough and
Okay,
get that
so
video, man,
so
you can
now
get
I
the
have a
budgets.
new password for one of my logins because all I needed to do was to fluster Ari and then there you go. I've got myself a new very protected password.
It needs a number and a special character though.
Yeah, I can always just put a 1 at the end of it and an exclamation mark and there you go, job done. Scuff it. I'll be lazy with it. What just happened in my ears? Blub SMR, possibly.
SMR, let's go.
Although at some point I will look into my filters on my mic to see if I can make it slightly more comfy on the stream side. So yeah, because I think I might need to look into sorting out some noise suppression or noise compression, something like that, just to clean it up a little bit and maybe a bit of a booster on the mic too. So yeah,
Jazz,
yeah.
that wasn't me, that was Saga.
Indeed, that was a Michael. My ears feel
I can never be a
harassed.
Saga.
So Jazzy doesn't like the Blubs, does he? Does she not like the Blubs? Blub 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 blub. Everybody giving blub blubs in the VC here. Blub 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 blub.
Free blubs in this economy.
Yeah. You get blub
Hey,
blubs. You get blub blubs.
you get 'em for
Everybody
free?
gets
What
blub
is this,
blubs.
communism? Are we living in the Soviet Union right now?
We need that national anthem right now.
The Iron Curtain is back.
Da,
Let's
da,
go.
da, 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 da. That should be a sound alert. We embrace communism in this cove. Whack.
But this time it's actually worked.
Yes, the Blub Blub economy. I mean, everybody who donated Blub Blubs to the Subathon challenge has got an absolute ton of Blub Blubs now.
True.
Because I refunded everybody and cancelled it because, yeah, there is a subathon coming up. So, I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. Yeah, go.
Have you boys seen the GTA 6 leaks?
Yes, I've seen some of it, and it's
Which
looking
one?
really cool.
Which one? 'Cause there's been leaks for about 7 years now.
It's so true though.
So, like,
Well, I don't know. This I thought I legit thought it was like Watch Dogs 4 or something when I first. saw it.
all I
It
had
looked
when
a
you
little
asked the
bit
question there was
bullshit.
Chrissy wake up, so sorry. Someone played that, like, but I had to have that one in the stream. I had to have that on channel because, like, I got really addicted to it when I listened to it on house streams. So I was like, I've got to put it there because I need to listen to it. But yeah, with GTA 6, I've seen some of it, and yeah, I legit thought it was a completely different game. I thought it was just like a mod for Saints Row, which is probably insulting to GTA, to be honest. But
That is.
I mean, like, it's not done yet, is it? Well,
No,
like,
yeah.
the dialogue sounded competent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, it's like,
Competent.
yeah. Yes, the
It's
song
just
is
that
a
they had
banger.
that kind of like what is it? Contextual cover system where you don't press a button and you get into cover. You like walk next to something and the character automatically
Oh
starts
no, like Mass Effect
crouching around
1.
the thing.
Oh yeah.
Like on Mass Effect 1. Oh my
At
god,
least I
that's
think
going to
that's
be
what happened.
annoying.
Yeah, it did look like it had it. Yeah.
That's going to be super
It
annoying.
doesn't.
though.
This is. I've not played the game, so I probably should. But doesn't Red Dead have that as well, or do you actually have to like interact with the cop?
No, you press the button and you get into cover, but
Uh-huh.
they'll like crouch higher or lower depending on what kind of cover you're behind. I think.
Yeah, it's a bit more
Okay,
that
dynamic
makes
there,
sense.
so...
Yeah.
I don't know, it's been a while since I last played it. Okay. Did he mute?
Hello. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
there
here. I
he
was
is.
just listening to you two having a good old chinwag.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you were educating everybody about the cover system in Red Dead, you know.
Well,
So, yeah.
well, it's like in what's it? Mass
In most-
Effect Andromeda. They had a contextual cover system.
Mass Effect 1 had it. Mass Effect Andromeda did not. Actually, no, it did have it. It went back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went back to it because
Oh.
Mass Effect 1 had it, 2 and 3 didn't, and then the fourth one did. Because
But
otherwise
we'll-
you'd be
we'll
using
know
your
if the
jetpack
leaks are
to...
real or not if Rockstar starts desperately trying to get rid of it all. But I think it's too late now, and it's too big a thing. If
Yeah,
it's
it's
real.
way too big a thing. Like,
Mhm.
it's like cyberpunk levels of leakage, you know, so, like... And that was a bad thing for Cyberpunk because it got leaked about 3 months before it's due to release, and it was like broken, very broken. And people were like, "If
Yeah,
this
no,
game
I
releases
played
like
it on
this,
base PlayStation 4.
I played it
Yeah.
on."
Yeah.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
ultimately, I enjoyed Cyberpunk a lot. I played the whole game and I completed the main campaign. But
Mhm.
no,
I-
it was a wreck of a game. Always crashing.
I played it on Xbox One X, and there were some cutscenes where my character was literally walking through lockers, and the lockers were just flying everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
There
like
was
that Spider-Man meme was like, it's like one of the PS1 games or something where he's walking slowly, he's just carnage all around him.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was Web of Shadows. That was like an
Okay.
actual cutscene, but people have put it on a green screen and like put other stuff going on around it. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cyberpunk, is the anime any good? 'Cause I heard that it was good. It might.
I've
make,
heard
it
it's
might make
really
me get
good.
I was actually going
Netflix
to
again.
start watching it on Tuesday. I've heard many good things about it though.
Wait, they made an anime of it?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
of
new
course.
Trigger as well.
Not like of the game, but like it's set in the same game world. Apparently, in the game, they're gonna put in locations and quests based on things that happen in the anime.
Yeah, so what
Oh,
they're
so
going
it's
to do
like
is
a
do something
series
that
inspired
Yeah.
they're doing something that's similar to Defiance. If you ever saw that and played that game, it's a
I have
MMO.
not.
It's out as Defiance 2050, and it's an MMO game. And
I've heard
it's
of
also a
it,
TV
yeah.
show, and it's set in like a post-apocalyptic United States. It's a post-apocalyptic Missouri, or St. Louis, Missouri, which isn't really much different to St. Louis, Missouri right now.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, sorry to any Missouri
St. Louis
viewers
just
right
getting
now.
I'm getting spicy, you know.
well,
but-
every place has its assholes, man.
But like,
Yeah.
basically, it's in a world where aliens came to came to Earth in these arcs with terraforming technology on them in 2013. They'd started to integrate within society with an Earth that actually was suitable for them to live on anyway. So it wasn't they didn't need the terraforming tech. But tensions frayed between the human governments and the alien governments. And basically the United States basically decided, sod this, we're going to send our nukes up and blow up the arcs. So they nuked the arcs with all the aliens in it, basically, or most of the aliens in it, and the terraforming technology, and the resulting explosions rained debris all over the planet, which was terraforming technology, which then started to terraform the Earth.
Wow.
Burying most of civilization under like dirt, earth, and things like that. So basically, civilization had to return back to a like almost like a Wild West situation.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So it's kind of like it's almost like a western that's based in like 2050. The show's based in 2045,
You
something
like
like
Future
that.
Cowboys?
Yeah, and the show is set the show's in 2045. The game's set in 2050, and like these like big loot raids and stuff you get are called Arc Falls and stuff. But the big problem with the game is that there just wasn't any endgame content. It was just really boring endgame content. Like you couldn't really understand the game, and then the endgame content was just meh. So like you'd finish the game in about 20 hours, and then your endgame content was, oh, you've got to go after the Arc Force. Cool, fam.
Damn, none of you would have survived in the PS2 era. What even is endgame content back then?
Michael, you forget I'm older than you. I'm of the
I
Nintendo
know,
64 era.
But I'm poor, so I was like, a generation behind everyone.
So was I. Like my
Well,
first
what else were you supposed to do? Go outside or read a book?
My first console was in '96, and I had a Sega Mega Drive, which was from like 1990.
Sega.
And I played
Do you
loads
guys remember your first ever video game?
Yes.
I love saying this one.
Mine was Sonic the Hedgehog, the OG Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, classic.
Ooh.
Nice.
What about
What
you,
about
Michael?
yours, Michael?
You know what? I'm gonna leave mine till last because mine's
Okay.
such an oddball one. So.
You want to go next, Darvon?
Yeah, no, mine was this is a classic, Crash Bandicoot, PS1.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mine was also PlayStation 1. I mean, I had no idea what video games were at the time. All I remember is walking downstairs and my brother was playing an Action Man game.
Action Man, oh my god.
Oh my
Because
god.
there was you start off and I think you like drive around in a kind of blue decked out Jeep sort of
Action
thing,
Mobile.
which I actually had a toy of, which was really, really cool.
It was called the
I can't
Action
remember the
Mobile,
exact
wasn't
name
it?
of it. I know it was Action Man. But yeah, no,
man,
that
that's a throwback.
was the first game I ever played.
Action Man, the greatest hero of them all.
Yeah, I can't believe they discontinued Action Man.
I know.
And
Yeah.
Barbie's still going. That's just unfair.
Yeah, it is.
Imagine they with the Barbie movie coming out now, they'd have an Action Man movie. I know I'd watch that like 5 times. That'd be amazing.
But no, I think
Jeez.
Action Man's discontinued forever and ever.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Action Man. Rip.
So,
yeah,
Michael, what's your
so-
super duper game?
Oh yeah. Mine's pretty out there a little bit. So I never actually played it, but I remember the first game I remember seeing was my dad would play it on the PlayStation 1. I always remember it was like every Sunday morning I'd come downstairs and I'd always catch him playing Inspector Gadget on the PlayStation 1.
Oh wow!
In the Inspector
Inspector
Gadget
Gadget.
game.
Well, I suppose
eh?
Inspector Gadget would have a game, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I don't recall that.
But
Go,
yeah,
go,
exactly.
Gadget, get good.
Like you lot had like Crash Bandicoot and Sonic and even Action Man. I had Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget. Bam, ba-da-da.
There was also another day when I woke up, and for whatever reason, my parents got us an Xbox. Like just out of because we had the PlayStation 1, and then the next morning, well, it was probably like a year or so after, but no, we had an Xbox, and my older brother and I played Halo Combat Evolved together. It was amazing.
Oh, that's a god tier game.
And
Halo 2.
but it was because the original Xbox had those great big massive meaty controllers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
And
They
like
were
I
fun.
was 5 at the time, so I had my tiny little 5-year-old hands trying to desperately wrap their way around the bloody controllers.
So,
I miss split screen co-op.
So when I first got a PS2, which was 2004, I first got a PS2 in 2004. I had Time Splitters Future Perfect on it.
Oh, damn.
Like, oh
Oh,
my
nice.
god, that is such a game. And I've actually got the Xbox port on my Xbox Series X right now. Oh, Brandon missed a Pokemon again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Use
back to
those to
form.
look up.
Uh-oh,
use
he's
those
back
that
on
one cat.
form. And like I used to
This
spend
boy can't catch
hours
Pokemon,
playing
you
multiplayer with my friends, and like we used to do on the Siberia map, which had like a big open cross map area where you could snipe at each other, and the amount of times I used to just like play as Robofish, which didn't have a didn't have a very big hitbox, so like in a sniper match, it was instantly an advantage to have. So like anyone else using it, like you could shoot them in the head pretty easily, but with Robofish you could get shot in the head and they don't appear because the gun's technically above Robofish's head. But like this is a game that
That's
you could play
cheap,
as the gingerbread man, you could play as the
let's
abominable
go.
snowman, you could play as an Amazonian. You could play as a robot who goes. Oh yeah, you can play as a few robots. If you select to play as the gingerbread man, he turns around and goes, "Bite my crunchy brown ass." It's like, oh, okay then.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so fun to play that game. Like I spent hours just playing. Like you could play against bots as well. Out on the multiplayer, so you could literally just set up games and play against the bots and just have a good old jolly on it. And I used to spend hours on end playing on that.
Have a go at it.
Yeah, and like I used to just spend hours on end playing that. And then I got Halo 3 on the Xbox 360 when I got that one in 2008. And that changed everything. Like Halo 3.
Yeah, no, that was even though I was never any good at Halo games.
Halo
'Cause,
3.
like I said, my
was a
brother and I
goat.
would play split screen online with that. And I
Yeah.
was always the second player, so I always had the base part. I never got all the cool armor pieces until I eventually got my own Xbox, which was fun.
Yeah, of course.
Who remembers
Hey,
who remembers
so-
grinding for the katana that you couldn't use?
I I never ground for it because I got given it basically at the end of Halo 3 when they gave out all of the
What?
armors.
He got
They gave
given
out
it,
they
oh my
gave
God.
out they gave out recon armor as well at the end of Halo 3 as well. So like everybody ended up with recon armor
Wow.
when they released Halo Reach. Everybody on Halo 3 just got recon and the Hayabusa armor, which you had to do the Vidmasters to get. Mostly because you then couldn't do the
Probably,
Vidmaster
man.
challenges afterwards. So yeah, they wouldn't be holding it. Like with Halo 3 though, like the best experiences I ever had was the custom games on Halo 3. There were people who used to just start up a lobby, their friends would join, they'd invite their friends, who then invited their friends, and all of a sudden you went from say like having a 3-player game to a 24-player lobby of just a lot of random people just playing like Fat Kid, which was a type of zombie thing, which you can't really call it that now or anything because like it was like an infection game mode where the zombie was very slow but very well armored,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you had to run away. But if you just got sniffed at by the Fat Kid, you were dead basically. You had no health.
So basically, it was really embarrassing if you got caught by the zombie.
Basically, but you had to go through an obstacle course though. So
Right.
you went through this obstacle course, but like the zombie didn't have to do that. They could actually just walk through it all. They'd be able to
I
ghost
don't
through
recall
it.
that.
But they had the handicap of just walking really slowly. So if they caught
So
you, well,
basically,
you just weren't very good at
classic,
parkour.
like, horror villain.
Yeah, basically,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
And there's the
Very
other
much.
one, which I actually made with my friend called Zombie Tank, which that went viral because we used the Rat's Nest map, which has the circuit all around it. You had like the loop
Yeah.
all around, and it was one of two absolute bangers of a maps that we created on that in the Forge mode and game types that we made. Because like the zombie would get in a tank, and your task was to survive. You couldn't hijack the tank or anything like that because that was disabled in the game mode. So you basically just had to survive the zombie in the tank there. The second one that
All
we had
these
as a
stories
banger,
about custom game modes just make me think about how hard they dropped the ball in Infinite.
yeah, they really did. They very heavily did it on Infinite.
Oh, and Halo Infinite, yeah.
Like with Halo 3 as well, we also made Small Room, which is an absolute banger of a map because it is literally what it says on the tin. It is a small room. Imagine playing Fiesta, where you could spawn with any two weapons, including like rocket launchers and fuel rod cannons and swords and stuff like that, in a room that's smaller than a master bedroom in a house.
Wow.
Because
Did
we
you
managed
win?
to.
Was
Because
there ever a winner, or was it just until everybody couldn't take it anymore?
there was a winner first to 250 kills, but that would
Oh, wow.
happen very quickly because of just that. Yeah.
Was the like respawn delay at like 0 seconds as well?
It was instant respawn.
Oh,
Hey.
that's horrible. That sounds like torture.
It was just pure carnage more than anything. But like the way that we made the map was that we got into Forge and we were able to put spawn points inside an area on Rat's Nest that's above the vehicle loading bay, which is a very small room above it. So we put spawn points in there and then spawned our characters into there and went into monitor mode and then put all the spawn points there, removed all of the other spawn points outside. All the spawn points were in the small room, and we made sure that that you couldn't spawn outside either. And then we created the game mode to be Fiesta and then spawn only on spawn points, not in environment, and then that was it. It was as simple as that. A small glitch where we got ourselves into that fully textured room, and then spawn points everywhere, weapons and grenade drops everywhere, as well as Fiesta rules, and it's just like, yeah, like it was absolute carnage. You'd spawn and immediately get hit by the rocket you just fired. Because you got killed just as you fired the rocket. So yeah, so like Small Room, that was a lot of fun. A huge amount of fun, honestly. Like Super
Yeah,
fun.
my brother and I never came up with anything creative like that. What we do is we just go onto random maps, and in Forge mode we just like make our own shops.
Yeah.
Like we put like computers and everything all there to pretend they're cash registers and stuff. That's as far as our creativity went. We'd never made our own game modes.
We managed to make a 1-for-1 replica of the Battle of Helm's Deep on I think it's the Sandbox map, which is a special
Yeah,
map
it must have
designed
been.
for it. And it was a battle map that you had underneath that map. And yeah, we made it was basically Helm's Deep, but yeah, you could then just have a normal team deathmatch battle and everything on it, and it's really cool. It was a really cool map that we managed to make. It took a long time to make, though. It took
Yeah,
like
because it wasn't like in Halo Reach where there was like a snap thing where you could just leave something suspended in midair, isn't it? You had to do a
no,
kind of
you
like
literally
exploit to do stuff like that, didn't you?
yeah, exactly. You had to do a glitch, and half the time it wouldn't work, and yeah. With Halo Reach, we kind of took a full advantage of the Forge World mode, the very large Forge World map.
Yeah.
And we created Zombie Tank on a dedicated map. So we just put a loop, and you had the humans were able to dodge the tank, but like go into like enclosed areas. But you couldn't stay there too long either, because like there was always going to be another area that a tank could shoot you at. And then we put in a mode where then if you died, you became a zombie. But if you became a zombie, you could only spawn in a certain area, and then you picked up wraiths and hurled rounds over into the map instead of joining in with another tank. So like you could become the artillery instead and just hurl rounds in. So then the tank's running around trying to catch people, but you can also help the tank by hurling the rounds over. Because we tried scorpions, but if we put scorpions there, it was just completely broken. Because as soon as someone was up there, like as soon as someone was anywhere near the that like wall area, they just get shot immediately by the scorpion tank. So putting wraiths there put an element of difficulty there, because of course you've got to kind of lead, because it is a mortar that fires, not a direct fire gun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did that, and it was a lot of fun doing that one, and we made a couple of other maps and stuff, and then yeah, we put a lot of time into Halo Reach. Have you seen that in Infinite? They've retconned it so then Noble 6 doesn't die.
What?
Yeah, Noble 6 is in Halo Infinite.
What, like seriously, actually?
Yeah, he joins the group called the Lone Wolves. There's like a full cutscene and everything.
Off?
I don't know, but
Noble 6 got stabbed through the stomach by like several energy swords, man.
He did,
yeah,
I know.
He got that plot armor.
But of course, just like Commander Shepard, didn't you die? Well, yeah, I got better.
Yeah, but the planet was set on fire as well, man.
It was glassed, but not all of it was glassed, which is why it ends up reflourishing with plant life within about 30 years.
Yeah, but that just gets rid of like what was it? Halsey, Dr. Halsey. What she said at the end is like all your body and armor was burned and turned to glass.
Yeah. It is a retcon and a half.
Desperately trying to get people to come back and play the game.
Yeah, and clearly he just walked it off.
Yeah, he just walked it off.
I actually had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah, Noble 6 came into Infinite, into a cutscene.
So I guess Noble 6 is also canonically a bloke then, because I remember in Reach Noble 6 was literally your custom Spartan.
Yeah, so canonically now it's been retconned that Noble 6 is a dude. So
well,
yeah, that's
apparently.
blown things wide open, right?
Yeah.
Like, the more you know, huh? But yeah,
I'll look that up after stream then, because I literally had no idea.
Yeah,
goes to show how much I played Halo Infinite then.
It was about 3-4 months ago that the cutscene was released for it. So, yeah.
So does Noble Six like have an actual name then? It can't
Noble
just keep being
6.
Noble Six, seeing as how Noble Team doesn't really exist anymore.
I think he's just known as Noble 6.
Okay.
But yeah.
Because I remember June was supposed to be the only one who survived, right?
Oh, there's another Discord role. The Goblin Blub. Heyo. Okay. Yeah, remind me in the Discord when I finish stream again. Just pop a message in the Discord, in the server itself, and I'll put the role in.
Oh, I'm gonna look this up right now.
Yeah, he needs to know.
I
He
need
needs
to know,
this.
damn it.
He needs to know this.
For all this means sugar.
He needs to know.
Man, I'm just like hearing you guys talk about Halo. I was never, well, I never had an Xbox. I was never a Halo kid. Instead, I got FIFA 2004 on my first PS2, and then didn't look back when FIFA was around.
I think the last FIFA game I played was like FIFA 15, and like I was so bad at it that my friend beat me 8-2 as Plymouth Argyle, and I was Barcelona.
Oh no!
Yeah, and
If I'm
those
not
2
wrong-
goals that I had were own goals because he got bored.
I'm trying to remember, was it FIFA 12 or 13? Plymouth Argyle had a guy with 5-star skill.
Yeah, I think
Probably 12 or 13.
12.
Yeah.
I think it
One of
was.
them.
They had Bradley Wright Phillips who had 5-star skill.
That was probably 12 then, yeah, when he was there.
Yeah. Of course, at the moment in the latest game, they're a 3-star team because, of course, they got they're in League One at the moment. So yeah.
Oh, are they? Oh.
Yeah, they missed out on promotion to Championship last season, but they got promoted from League 2 to League 1 the season before, I think it was. Oh, Brandon!
Hey.
Brandon has learned his lesson.
Oh, let's go. Well
He's
done, Brandon.
used a different ball.
Oh yeah, the Brandon 2 command.
Hey, yeah, Stream Elements obviously hasn't got the sub emote, so no.
Let us rectify that.
Let's go.
Oh no. Come on. Yeah.
Had to be
Omnitio gifted a tier 1 sub to Stream Elements. They have
No,
given
he just
15
ran out of
gift subs in the
Pokeballs.
channel.
This banished AI looks like something from Crash Bandicoot, man.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah, it could never
So-
be you, Jazz. You just catch them all.
Yeah, it could never be. So yeah, when it came to us all meeting and everything, it was like we kind of followed each other around on certain servers and stuff as well, and in certain communities, haven't we? Like what's it? Recently, I think we've all kind of really gotten comfy in Hell's community, haven't we? As a result of both joining a server and, well, daytime entertainment coming from the Comfy Crow, you know. And I'm not going to tell her this, but after my birthday, I'm going to be commissioning some art of her as a surprise gift, and it's going to be of her becoming the Joker.
Joker arc.
Hell Joker arc, because because she always says when she's starting to get a bit when she something bad happens, she's just like, I'm gonna become the Joker, and I'm like, I'm just going to make her become one. I'm gonna see who I can ask on that one and do it. But yeah, I am 100% going to do that as a little gift to her. So, and I think she'd appreciate it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But also because it's a bit of a meme at this point of Hell becoming the Joker. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Also, as a bit of
it
an
always
apology
has been
for,
like,
like, also the art is going to be a bit of an apology for trolling her so much on Phasmo. The amount of times I used to just use either the "I'm close" or the door closing. I got it so good when it was a ghost that liked to close doors lots. So she would go and open the door again, and I redeemed the closed door thing. So she went back to then close the door, like open the door again, and it was already open. And she just turned around and went, "You fucker."
So brutal.
Yeah, it was so fun. But yeah, like. Although when I get a proper PC, that'll be something that I'll be streaming at some point as well.
Yeah, I want another reason to get an actual PC, so I'll be mess around in Phasmophobia.
Mess around on Phasmophobia, yeah, absolutely. I'd really like to do it. It's just that this PC will either run Phasmo or it runs OBS. It doesn't do both.
Can do both.
yeah.
Because I already tried before we had our little collaboration, Michael, with Ferrari and Autumn. I already tried to see if I could then stream my end, but I couldn't. So I just took over Autumn's chat instead and trolled her mercilessly.
Let's go.
Still remember when she went on break, you and Ferrari disappeared, and I was like, "Well, chat, it looks like it's just me and you. Hello."
Oh, yeah.
And I then said to everyone, "You know what would be really good? A hype train." And then the chat's just like, "Say no more," and then Autumn comes back to a
Say
hype
less.
train. Yeah.
Yeah, say less.
And Autumn comes back to a hype train and just went, "What on earth happened here?" And I'm just whistling into my mic like.
Oh man.
I guess this is
a game I've been trying to get into lately.
Yeah, so I've wanted to kind of play a little bit more on the PC as of late, so I might end up starting to play a bit more and jumping on a Discord and going into gaming chat and just playing.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone wants to kind of join me, then yeah, it's
yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely I know that in the last few months, especially with streaming, it's definitely taught me to embrace my more mischievous side, because it seems to be a lot more fun and funny when I do.
Well, that's why you always got to play as an evil character in video games. It's just more fun that way.
Yeah, although
exactly.
Which is why I'm going to make an evil piece of crap when the Hogwarts game eventually drops.
You're just going to call it J.K. Rowling,
way
aren't
more
you?
entertaining.
Just call it J.K. Rowling.
Could do that. Play as a Gryffindor too, so everyone expects you to be a hero. But that's not now, man. I'm actually proper evil.
Proper Evo in Gryffindor. Oh my god.
Literally an imposter.
Embrace the chaos.
Oh, why did I say that? No.
No. Or I could just jump onto Minecraft and put dirt into Kimu's wall all the time. Because that seems to be a thing that I do all the time. So there was a point in one of Kimu's streams, Autumn had just checked her server to make sure that there was no dirt in Kimu's wall. The moment I knew that Autumn had logged out, I logged in and put dirt all over her house. I got a DM on Discord from her that evening, and it was very expletive written from Kimu. And I just replied to her going, "Love you too, Kimo."
So what? You just like broke down different parts of the wall and just put dirt inside, and then put.
No, I just covered.
The walls became dirt.
The walls became dirt.
Oh dear.
I then put dirt under her beds and put the beds on top of them. It was just. I spent about 20 minutes just filling our house up with dirt. The thing is, she did get me back because my house on her server is now just made of dirt. It's literally just coated in dirt.
I mean, as long as it works.
Hey, I've kept it there because it actually looks pretty cool.
So
So
the last time I played Minecraft, I just put a hole in the ground in a bed there.
Nice.
Granted,
nice.
I haven't played Minecraft in like 10 years.
yeah,
Living that cave.
I haven't played it since the 360 days.
since Java came out on Game Pass and became a part of Game Pass, I then jumped onto the PC version. So, because beforehand I was on Bedrock only, but since they then put Java into the same group as Bedrock onto Game Pass PC, and because I got Game Pass Ultimate, all I had to do was put my Game Pass account as the account that the PC on Xbox was running, download the launcher, and then go from there.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up joining some of the other servers and stuff like that. So yeah.
So wait, you play it on your laptop or you play it on the
On the
Xbox?
laptop. It's on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
The Java
Yeah, that makes
version
sense.
is laptop. Bedrock will only it can work on laptop, but it's pretty much the console version.
Right.
So yeah,
See.
it's been that's a lot of fun. Just being a troll there. But yeah, what was it? Yeah, I've also started playing a little bit of League, which I know some people are like, why?
You've opened yourself up to a world of pain, my dude.
Indeed,
He really has.
If I was to ever play League, I'd just try to main Yasuo just to be a little bitch.
Yeah.
Guess what? One of my
Make
champions is.
certain people very, very upset.
Guess what? One of my main champions is. He's Yasuo.
So,
I actually have Yasuo unlocked from one of the Prime capsules. I got Warwick, I think it is as well, and I almost got the Manatee skin on him, which is like
Manatee skin is so nice on that.
Yeah, the Manatee skin is
It only
amazing.
comes in with the Essence Emporium, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
it's like very rare.
It is very rare. I almost had enough to get him, but I was like, oh no, and I ran out of time. So yeah. It was that, and then I've also got Jin, I think it is as well, the guy who goes 4.
Yeah.
So I got him as well. So I just whenever I've played as him, I'm just like, oh, I think I'm hell now.
Jin is a lot of fun though.
4. Yeah, it is a lot. He is a lot of fun.
One of the better designed characters, I think. Like everything about is like kit and design, and everything's kind of comes together.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh dear, I like Lux as well. Lux's design's quite nice, but I don't like her playstyle. It just doesn't suit me very well.
Yeah.
I kind of I prefer being a little bit passive aggressive, so I'll be pushy, but I'll know when to retreat back. So something like a Jin or even a Warwick is actually pretty good for me.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's it's been really cool. So
I just wouldn't take the game seriously at all and get on everyone's nerves. You wouldn't want me on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know anything about League of Legends anyway. Damn thing.
Yeah.
It's an interesting game.
It's very interesting. Like most MOBAs, they are quite interesting. I do really like playing Heroes of the Storm. That's a really nice version of League.
Ooh, yeah.
It's basically Activision Blizzard's
heard
version
about
of
it,
League.
yeah.
And it's actually quite fun to play as well. I like playing as I think I can play as Tracer, and Tracer's really cool. But I think it's one of the dwarven characters from World of Warcraft, and he's really good. I really like him. What I really like about Heroes is that if you level up, the team levels up. So, for instance, on
yeah.
League, if your champion levels up, it levels up, and no one else's does, unless they level up
Mm-hmm.
and go from there. So you could end up with champions that are like level 15, level 16, quite high, and then you're on like 9.
Yeah.
Whereas in Heroes, if someone's at 10, you're all at 10, because everyone's pooling the XP as a team, which means that like champions that are very good in the beginning are then helping the champions that are then better in the end game get better, so then they can then be better in the end game sooner.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of really works that way, because there are some champions that, like in the beginning of a league game, you really don't want to go anywhere near other champions, or you want to be a support roller, and like you don't level up very quickly until like about halfway through the game, where then it starts picking up, and then you end up with a good enough level that then you can start throwing yourself at people. So like, yeah, it's. But yeah,
It feels like it's like a different way to. I feel like the end game of it all is essentially the same. It's just League kind of allows you to have more individual kind of play, I guess.
Yeah.
While
Heroes is very much a team play game.
They have to work together to actually win. Not that you don't work together in League, but
it's the strong benefiting the weak, until then the weaker is then strong enough to then assist. You know, it's like, because at the start of the game, some champions you just don't want to go near certain objectives or certain people, but because of that, you're not then leveling up very quickly. Whereas in Heroes, because of the fact that it's all shared, it then becomes less painful, and it makes it a bit more accessible.
Kind of eases into it, yeah.
It's definitely more accessible. So yeah. So the last things to kind of talk about, to kind of like bring in, not so much for Irvon, because I don't believe you stream. You've never said anything.
I have tried it once, and Smee was there.
No, I was very surprised. That was like 10 minutes after I finished like my first ever stream, I think.
Yeah, it was. And he had a very nice PowerPoint to see. I was showing him every slide I could. But so after I did that, I was like, let me wait till I get better
Brandon.
I was about to say Brandon didn't succeed. Poor lad.
Oh, jeez. So more for so. So this is more for like Michael and Smee. Like, what kind of brought you into streaming? Like, what influenced you, or like got you into streaming? Because Michael, you were streaming before I was.
For me, it just seemed like really easy to do, because literally, with both PlayStation and Xbox, it's just like a single button. All you need to do is link up with your Twitch, and you can just go streaming right away. And I thought, you know what? Why the bloody hell not? Watching a whole bunch of other people do it.
Yeah.
I do it for fun. Like, I'm not expecting to get like thousands upon thousands of followers or whatever.
I mean, that's what we all do it for. Like, it's just fun, you know. Never would I have ever thought that I'd be sitting at 280 followers. You know, like the whole idea of doing this was all for fun, and just to see how I felt and how I could go and how I could do. And now it's kind of become a bit more of like I'm a bit more interactive with it all. So I've kind of gone one step further with it. So I'm now like pushing for milestones and things like that. So that's why I have like the 300 and things like that. So I can fully understand where you come from, Smee.
I mean, like I just do it on just base PlayStation, Xbox as well, so I don't have any fancy overlays or background music or anything like that.
Yeah, I decided.
So that's another reason why I want to get a strong PC, so I can actually stream a little bit more professionally, but that's probably not going to happen.
I
anytime
decided
soon.
pretty early on that I
No,
was
I
going to
understand.
use overlays and stuff from the word go, basically. So, like, I wanted to be in that mindset of, if I'm going to start it, I'm going to do it the best that I can, given what I have, and do everything I can to do so. So, like, that did involve me, like, having a pretty awful PC to stream it off of, which probably made it look worse than it would have done if I just streamed directly from the Xbox, but I figured
Because
it
you don't get any sound alerts or anything on
and that
without
was
like
that,
Streamlabs and all that. Which
indeed,
is a
and
damn
that was
shame.
something that I kind of
I'd love to
wanted
have
to
sound
integrate
alerts.
in, was I wanted a community to get involved from pretty early on. I wanted to kind of see if I could build a community and put in like things that they can interact with, which, as it looks like, the new sound alerts today obviously have been put to great use.
Hell
And
yeah.
again, that kind of right on cue.
Oh. Yeah, I was going to say something. I was about to do a sound alert myself.
Right on cue. So yeah, so like that was something that I decided almost straight away, was that I kind of wanted to take inspiration from people who I'd met already, that I was already watching, to then go from there. So I took a lot of inspiration from Peaches. In fact, a lot of what I do is because of Peaches. Like, it's not
You
even
can't
funny
see, but
how
I'm actually nodding along right now.
yeah, it's like with Peach's streams and her assets, a lot of those assets I had like I decided to put on my channel and make it my own, like do my own kind of versions, but like they were based on ideas that I found on her channel, and
Right.
and like in the future, of course, I will then be looking to put, of course, when I have my 2D model on the channel, I'll also be integrating tits in as well, so I'll be popping that on so you can throw stuff at me, and stuff like that. And that's an inspiration from Hell and from Maddie, because both of them do it. Like Hell does it with her like pistachios, and of course the lefty, the hydrate bottle, and stuff like that. And Maddie, of course, her partner, created the program, so of course she's gonna have it. So. And like the first time I saw her model being pelted with stuff, I was like, "That's really cool. Let's do that." So like,
Oh, I actually have a V-Roid model on standby.
I
Literally, I got
also have one.
It's very plain, and I still need to add stuff to it.
I also have a
But
V-Boy
I
model,
have that.
but it doesn't operate very well on my PC. So
Yeah,
that's
it
why I
wouldn't
never bought a
operate
V-Boy,
very well on my laptop either, but it's there,
because
waiting to be used.
I almost had a V-Roid model before I had my PNG. That was how
Well,
early on I had it.
wasn't Peach's V-Roid model originally?
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
so
yeah.
her
Love that.
she had a
Actually,
V-Roid.
she hasn't had in the grand scheme of things, she hasn't had a actual custom made
I think she
model
had a
for very long at
V-Roid,
all.
and then she had a
Yeah.
2D model made, a basic 2D that I think was based on like a YCH thing. Because it didn't look like it was in V-Roid, but it didn't look like it was a 3D mod. It wasn't a 3D model. 100% wasn't a 3D. It was definitely a 2D, but it was it wasn't as high quality as her current one, or her new one that she's debuting. So mine is a 2D live 2D model. It's rigged for VTube Studio, but I tried to run it on YXPRBR, I think it is, and it just doesn't work on that, not properly, because of course it's rigged for VTube Studio. So I downloaded and installed VTube Studio, ran it, and it crashed. So it won't run on my PC. So, which is why I haven't. I've got a review that will go up, but I won't have actual streams until I have the PC.
Yeah.
Of course, the milestone of 300 followers is still there for the reveal, so I will reveal it. It's just it won't be a debut as such until I get the full PC.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Getting
Once
there,
I
getting
move,
there
I'll
slowly.
then be in a position for it, so it's going to be really cool. So yeah. So what? This is for all three of you. Like, what do you enjoy most around the Twitch community itself, either as a creator or as a spectator, a viewer, or a moderator? And
The
you can
sound
extend
of
this to yeah.
Oh.
You can extend this to YouTube as well, since I know Smee, you're a moderator for Kotori, aren't you?
Yeah,
Or
kind of, but all I do is kill bots.
you're
I'm
a
not supposed
policeman
to.
officer.
I've been specifically told not to ban people for being stinker.
Fair enough.
Very easy job.
Yeah.
It's honest work.
It ain't much work, but it's honest work.
Honest work.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
I'd say for me, it's just being able to interact with people live. You know,
Yeah.
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 'cause,
Brandon.
it's just
Nut.
weirdly enough, it's fun interacting with people. Who would have thought?
I know, right? It's
Who
like,
would have thought?
and this is the thing that I've always embraced as well. Is I treat other streamers like I would like to be treated. I.e., when I'm in their chat, I will.
That's not difficult to do. It's
Indeed,
not difficult to be in the
I
right
will
person on the
talk
internet.
with them in their chat and interact with them
Mhm.
as the creator, not as a creator, but as a viewer, on the basis that if they were to be in my chat, I would like to see that same courtesy. You know, it's the same kind of things. Like, it's the general basic respect and like and yeah, that's how I see it. But again, if you're joining and lurking, fair dues. Again, lurkers are just as valid as active viewers. In fact, lurkers are probably more important because they've chosen my channel to be comfy with. And if they then find me super comfy, they can drop a follow and then lurk in even more streams and lurk in even more chats and stuff with me. You know, so like this that's kind of what I want to embrace as well, is that there is comfy nature where if you follow and are comfy, you're then able to keep up with more of my streams. If I'm not comfy, then fair dues. I'm not for everybody. You know, I don't try and cater to everyone. You know, I am myself. I am who I am here, as I am, as you see me outside. So, what you see here is what you get, including the Blubs.
And you get all the Blub.
Indeed, all the
Well, I have a
Blubs.
slight filter on myself whenever I stream.
I mean, I kind of do.
I spend my whole day
I
spend my whole day interacting with working class English blokes, which
Yeah.
involves a lot of the use of that certain four-letter C word, which some people
Yeah, I
themselves
can
over.
understand. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
again, I'm in a bit more work mode effectively. Like like my language is very rarely profanity based. Like, I think the only times I've sworn on stream has been when I've been doing particularly bad on the Insanity run on Mass Effect, and like I just turned around the chat and went, "Yeah, I'm a bit shit, aren't I?"
Well,
So
I mean, I don't think I've dropped the C bomb yet on stream anyway.
no, I don't think you have. But yeah,
It's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Gratifying word when used in the right circumstance.
it's
It
just
feels so
also
visceral.
extremely offensive in some areas.
Oh no,
so
yeah,
it's
no,
like,
it absolutely is. That's why it feels so good.
Yep. So yeah. Oh, I've lost track of myself.
I'm
now.
sorry if
God.
I've thrown you off with
I know
like
I lost track of myself.
alluded to profanity.
No, I had an idea in my head. Was about to ask it and then forgot it. Oh
Something
dear.
about streaming?
Yeah, it's about like what games you like playing most on stream. So it'll be an interesting one.
Well, it's got to be. The problem with myself right now is that most of the games that I play are games that I have already played before, like Elden Ring or Ghost of Tsushima, and the like. So, which is why I'm looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy coming out, because I'm going to absolutely stream that, and it'll be easy to talk about because I'll be experiencing new things. Because I don't know if you've seen any of my Elden Ring streams, but I literally know for the most part exactly where I'm going. Like, I'm not discovering anything. I'm basically ticking off a checklist of places to go and things to do.
Yeah, which is fair on that one. And so for Michael, what are your favorite games to play on stream?
Games that can run on my laptop.
I think the only ones that I've seen you play is Dark Souls and Minecraft, isn't it?
Yeah.
So not really hard to
I'm
choose
looking
between.
at everything really. Like I'm gonna be playing the Dead Space series soon for Halloween. So that's
Yeah.
Oh, have you never
Yeah,
played
those
Dead
are
Space
great.
before?
I've only ever played the first one, but I never completed it.
Oh, okay, that'll be
The
interesting.
rest are gonna be interesting. Yeah.
Oh,
Plus
yeah,
our
that's gonna
good
be a lot of
friend,
fun.
You should find someone else to play Dead Space 3 with though.
Yeah.
Because
our good
literally
friend
there's
Zed.
cut content if you're not playing co-op on that.
Oh really?
Our good friend
there's-
Zed plays
Hey,
it. So
any one of you? Any one of you?
Well, I have it on PC, so I'm not an option, pal.
I don't have
Oh,
it.
sorry.
But again, Zed's got it, so might be an option there for you. Giga Zed, indeed, our Shredden.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, yeah. And Avon, what's
Actually, that
your
gives me an
favorite
idea that I
game
can
in
do it too.
general?
Oh, favorite game in general. Oh.
Yeah.
Skyrim.
Like
Well,
of all
Skyrim.
time or like current?
Of all time, for me, it's Skyrim.
Brandon's
Easy
caught a
peasy.
Flareon.
No.
hey,
What?
he's on a
He's
roll now. Oh my
nutted, yeah.
gosh.
He's on a roll with it, yeah.
Caught one, yay!
He's starting his streak again.
In fact, it used to be Skyrim for me, but over lockdown, I got into the Nier series, and I've been completely infatuated. So it's Nier, Drakengard, the entire thing around that.
Okay. Oh.
I think for me it's a coin toss between either the original Red Dead Redemption, the first one, yeah, or
Sorry.
got me into playing like all the Dark Souls, probably Bloodborne, maybe. Depends two entirely different games. Well, I'd just say that's kind of like my genre, just like completely different games. You know, I'll play anything.
That-
but yeah,
That just all got drowned out by a sound alert, by the way.
Damn.
Someone played Bustin'.
The thing about when Skyrim came out is when they still had 15 certifications for video games, because usually that's just for movies in the UK.
Yes, it was before the
And when
PEGI
Skyrim
rating
came out, I
systems.
was 15, but we didn't have any ID, so I literally had to go to Sainsbury's with my friend and buy it when one of the people on the cash registers knew my friend, so he knew he was 15.
Uh-huh.
And then when the Dawn Guard DLC came out, it wasn't certified as 15, it was certified as 18, so I literally couldn't buy it from game, which was annoying.
Yeah. And of course you
Which
got
doesn't
PEGI
make
and
any
you
sense.
got the UK rating system. PEGI on games is up to 16, and then if it's particularly nasty, then the UK body then puts an 18 badge on it.
Which is most of the games these days, really.
A lot of games are
Yeah,
18
true.
plus. Like, I'm looking at my Xbox games at the moment, and I'm looking and seeing which ones were rated what. and like
I feel like the only game for me on my Steam that isn't like a Peggy 3 is literally just like the Lego Star Wars Complete Saga.
Yeah,
That's
like
like the only thing that's like 3 or below.
the only thing that is not 16 or 18 rated that I have is Forza Horizon 5, Spyro.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And that's
I've
it.
got Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Fortnite. Yeah.
I have Minecraft, Lego Star Wars, House
Oh,
Flipper,
let's go.
Fall Guys,
Yeah.
Roblox, because my nephew plays it with me sometimes. Slime
that's-
Rancher, Deer Simulator, Monopoly, and Unpacking. Everything else is at least a 16 rated.
Well,
Hmm.
that's quite a lot of 3 and 7 rated games or whatever.
Yeah.
Fortnite. Is Fortnite 3?
It's a 3
Yeah, I think
plus,
Fortnite's 3. I mean, the player base is just 3-year-olds.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was gonna make a joke, and I don't think that would have been very good. There. I was gonna liken it to someone, but no. Okay.
I
No,
don't
it would've
even
been
know
too mean.
why Skyrim would be rated 18 because it's not really that graphic at all.
No.
There's no swearing. The gore is incredibly limited to literally decapitations.
I think that's probably
And
why,
even
though,
then you
is
can't-
that it is
Yeah.
because that is happening. Literally just that one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Decapitation and
Well, I
That's-
remember when Lord of the Rings came out. I think that was like rated PG, and Aragorn's cutting everybody's heads off in that. Like the original
the
Trilogy.
the
Yeah.
EA
Fellowship
games
of the
one?
Ring.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking
Yeah.
about the movies itself.
Mhm.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, I think it was only the third one that got up to a 12, and I think it was just. Well, I don't know.
It
is
was
it a
also
spoiler if I
because,
just say?
like, in the
The movie's like
cinematography,
bloody nearly 20 years old.
I
now,
know,
so if
but
it's a
you know,
spoiler, it's everyone's fault.
there's somebody at least who hasn't
but
seen
like
it. You
in the
know?
cinematography, even when the beheadings were happening, there wasn't like incessant blood and gore or anything, and that's kind of why that isn't an 18 plus. Like if there's
Kind
blood
of.
and
but,
if there's
yeah,
blood
I
and heads
remember
coming off, it's an
explicitly,
18 plus.
I remember explicitly in Fellowship of the Ring when they're in Moria, Aragorn cuts off an orc's head, and you literally do see black blood jet out from its neck.
But you can't really see it as blood.
No, I
It's
definitely
black.
saw it, and I was like bloody 5 when I saw it.
But like it's black, so it's not
The-
like
it-
big
the,
red.
the
kind of
worst
stuff
part
coming out.
when Bilbo went up sicko mode. That
Oh,
scared the
yeah.
hell out of me.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, yes.
That was the only bad part of it. That's the only part that I couldn't withstand.
Well, I think
Yeah.
the reason why the third one was rated a 12, at least over here, was probably towards the end. You know, when Gollum bites off
Decapitated head
Frodo.
catapults as well.
Oh yeah, that as well. But also when Gollum bites off Frodo's finger, and you do see blood dripping down his
Yeah.
hand.
There's quite a lot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like another movie around about that same time, The Time Machine. If you guys have ever seen that one,
The Time Machine?
There's a Time Machine movie in I think 2003, I think it was, and it starred Samantha Mumba, the former singer. Yeah, it was her only movie
Doesn't
appearance
it-
because she was awful in that movie.
Yeah, no, it's not ringing any bells.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I
basically,
got
that
it.
movie
I'm
came
seeing
out
my
as
head
a
right now.
PG, but it was horrifying for a child. Because, like, it again, the story follows a guy in the 1800s who's built this time machine out in like the steampunk era, puts himself forward a bit in time, and sees like the machine age happening and everything. He then puts himself further forward in time and sees an apocalyptic event, which is the moon falling to Earth. And then he starts using it again and loses control of it and goes about 10,000 years in the future, where he's got where it's post-apocalyptic, and it's just literally tribes, and there's like these alien things that are then like chasing everyone around, and it was just like, as a 9-year-old, or like, yeah, as a 9-year-old watching that, I was horrified.
Well, there's a whole bunch
And yet it was a
of things that
PG
are
rating. It's
supposed
like
to
that
be
should have been at
apparently
least a
okay for
12
kids,
or
but aren't.
15. It's like,
Yeah.
And his name's Mr. Blobby, goddammit. Oh my god.
oh my
Oh
god.
my god! No, why did you have to bring up that?
Blobby, blobby,
He-
blobby, blobby!
He legit gave me nightmares. Like, I had nightmares where he literally murdered me, man, as a tiny little child.
Oh my god, like, yeah, it was
Surely
nightmare fuel.
Mr. Blobby doesn't exist in BBC anymore, surely, because that is just not okay.
So,
Yeah.
little known
Well,
fact.
isn't that why they got rid of Ronald McDonald from McDonald's? Because you don't see him at McDonald's anymore, because he's a clown and kids are scared of clowns, apparently.
Yeah, kind of, I think. I think it just got dated, I think, because they still have it over in America. They still have, like, the characters and stuff. It's just that they don't have it
okay.
over here.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's just because the European arm of it just grew up, I guess. But like, we're going back to Mr. Blobby, there was actually so not far away from where I live, or used to live, sorry. There was a theme park that was based around Mr. Blobby.
Oh god.
No.
And it was actually originally founded by Noel Edmonds, because it's actually near where he lives. He lives down in this area of the country. And there was it had a few rides, normal rides and stuff. It had like an indoor play area, but then you had another indoor play area that was basically Blobby Land. And it was everything was Mr. Blobby oriented, and you had this Mr. Blobby that walked around everywhere, going Blobby, 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 and it was nightmare.
Yeah,
fuel
no,
for all
I'm
the
just
kids.
looking at pictures at him right now, and I forgot just how nightmarish he is, man.
Yeah, search
Who
for
okayed that?
search for Dobwalls.
Search for what?
Dobwalls.
Dobrals.
Dobwalls. Dobwalls. That's what the theme park was. It was founded by John Southern, who was a friend of Edmonds, basically. It had a miniature railway network, but
Dobrals
also
Holiday
had.
Park.
Yep.
And they were roommates.
They were roommates.
Yeah, so it had miniature railways and stuff like that, but it also had an area that then had Mr. Blobby all over it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see Mr. Blobby riding a bloody train.
Yep.
Hopefully he falls off and gets hit by the damn thing.
Well, I don't think it's around nowadays, is it?
It's not open now. It closed in 2006 for redevelopment work, and then they announced that they
Never
weren't going to
opened again.
reopen it. Well, no, they sold the land off afterwards, and they sold it on, and it's now a motorway, or like a main bypass road down there now. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good. Good.
An upgrade.
So no more Blobby down there. The kids can rest easy. It was
The kids
absolute
will no
nightmare
longer have
fuel though,
nightmares.
because I used to go there
Right.
a lot, because it used to be only about half an hour's drive from where I lived, and like when it became like apparent that it was probably better to go to the other. There were two other theme parks that you could go to in the area. One, you had to go about an hour, and it was called Flambards, and another one you had to go about an hour, and it was called Woodlands, and both of them were infinitely better than Dobbles. Like, Dobbles just got very dated at the end in comparison. Didn't really have anything much more than the model railway, Blobbyland, and one ride. That was about it.
Blobby land.
Yeah.
Sounds
Even-
like
even
a
the
good thing that
sound
doesn't
of it.
exist anymore.
Yeah, the sound of it just doesn't sound nice.
Nightmare fuel.
It did feel very much like Nightmare Fuel, so yeah. It was, yeah. But that's a bit into the past of humanity there, so my own childhood. So, what I'm going to be doing now, I think, is we're going to wrap this up. Here. So,
All right.
it's about 9:30. We're kind of getting
Wow,
to.
we've been going for nearly 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's been
Busy
quite a good
weekend.
run.
Time flies when you're having a good chin leg.
Indeed. So we're gonna go and have a look for someone to raid. So we're gonna raid them all together. I will also run the thing here. So I'm gonna run the end credits here. While you are still here. That's what stopped.
Nightbot isn't working.
No,
Yeah,
Nightbot
yeah,
isn't
I wanted
working,
to test just in
unfortunately.
case.
Nightbot isn't working, unfortunately, and the reason why Pretzel Rocks had stopped was because it had just stopped the track. So we have the credits are just going through now. So thank you so much, Zed and from Brandon for the cheers. We've had all of our moderators here. We've had new follower, Mr. Jess. Thank you for the follow. Subscribers and resubs. Oh my god, there's loads.
Yeah, is it gonna go through a lot of people?
Yeah, I'm not gonna name everybody, but a lot of people got it, including non-followers actually. So yeah,
What a name.
No, the real subscribers, Stream Elements. Let's go. Round of
yeah,
applause for Stream
absolutely.
Elements.
The OG
Let's go.
is the one. So we're now going to go and have a look and see who to go and raid. What do you think, guys? Should we go and give our comfy cat VTuber a little surprise, or should we go and surprise the Vampy Bat? What do you reckon?
You know, I'm gonna say Vampy because I'm biased.
Yeah,
I literally mod.
yeah. Well, you are mod for both, to be fair. So
Do what you want to do. I don't know if it's right.
I kind of want to
I'm
raid
there for
Strawberry
both,
because it's been a
honestly.
while since I've
Coin
raided
toss it.
Strawberry, to be fair. Eeny, meeny, miny,
You do
moe,
that. She's
catch
playing.
it.
She's playing Valorant.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
She's just she was playing Stardew Valley actually, so yeah. Animo. Okay, Strawberry. We're gonna go and give Strawberry a lovely, lovely jump into there. We're gonna type in our message into the chat anyway, so I would like to hop in. So copy and paste this when it pops up.
If it pops up.
There you go, it's there.
Hey, there we
There it
go.
is.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Blub blub.
Yeah. So that's going to be our raid message for our darling Strawberry there.
Yeah. Thank you for having us, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
Again.
Oh, yeah, for inviting me
So
on.
I'm already here. Thank you ever so much to all three of you for coming along for the re-debut. Again, thank you, Rom, Michael, and Smee. Go and check them out as well. I wish I could shout them out on the thing, but we can't because Nightbot's dead. But go and check them out. Go and check them out. Click their names and go and give them a follow. They deserve all the support as well. So, again, thank you everyone for coming along, and we are going to go and embrace the Blub with Strawberry now. Have a good evening, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow night because I am going to be doing a bit of a gorilla stream tomorrow. And we're going to go and have a bit of fun.
Which means he's going to be playing a gorilla.
That's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a gorilla VTuber for tomorrow. Have a good evening, everyone, and good night. Blub, 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 blub.
Blub 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 blub.
Blub. Just a singular blub. Oh, now it's just us. Now it's just
it's just us here now.
Hey.
There we go. Right, I need to pause press works.
I
Oh
forgot
my
to put in the
god.
bloody message. What?
I also need to do some wheels. I forgot to do the wheel of love. But I'll do Wheel of Blubs for Ty as well. He's got 2 of them. There you go. Blub, blub,
Yeah.
blub, 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 blub.
Oh, look at that.
So he gave the
Crazy
Blubs
man,
to
Michael. On a year. So
Strong
wait,
there.
Michael, who are you mods for again?
Oh yeah, I should let you all know I don't mod